So partly this is a process that really begins at the start of their high school career. Every spring they see seniors give their senior presentations. Every fall they hear seniors propose what they're going to do for their projects. And so the students grow up with this idea, right, that this is a very rigorous and deep undertaking. And then in terms of working directly with them, I meet them in junior seminar in the spring of their junior year, and we spend 2 months basically going over what their initial ideas are for a senior project, how that might look in terms of their final presentation and portfolio, and we go over rubrics which we sometimes redesign together, rubrics for the presentation in the portfolio and the project proposal.
So for any given project, I'll give them sort of a sheet of expectations with the due dates for the different pieces, and I try to break it down, you know, outline first, propose how you're going to share the information, pieces like that, and they get that at the outset. And then that usually turns into some sort of feedback form that I give them at the end. So it's the same requirements, then I write in, you know, yes, you got this, you didn't do that, or whatever. And so sort of the expectations and the assessment are almost the same piece of paper, just word processed a little differently. So, I mean, a lot of times my projects are to fill in a piece of the curriculum that I feel like will just work a lot better if they can each take something that they're interested in. And so I purposely pick sort of topics that are broad enough to bridge, usually like between a couple of units. So they, you know, will span over a couple different sections of the curriculum, and then they can kind of find their niche in between that. The overall objectives are always the same as far as being able to go out and research stuff on their own, usually online, being able to then cite that and vet it and make sure it's real science and not, you know, hocus pocus stuff. And some of my projects I explicitly ask them to find fake stuff so they can pull that in. Those are some of my favorite. Kids struggle with that. And then, so the parts that are always there, right, is this being able to come back, explain to the group, and then just to structure either their PowerPoint or their paper. And depending on the course and what other assignments are in there, that may change, right? So it's really sort of a way for me to grab a whole bunch of pieces into one, and then I fill the other parts out with things.